this is going to be Phoenix's 30-month update, which is 2.5 years old. Oh, bless you. And little mama woke up right when I was about to film a video I filmed before this, so she's gonna be back here probably being super cute, so try to listen to me. You can focus and look at her, try to listen to me. So this is gonna be Phoenix's 2.5 update. I just went and looked at his 2-year update, and you're gonna see me in the same attire because I've been crazy busy lately, or not even busy, but just can't really have the time to sit down and do a video. So I'm trying to knock a few out at a time. So you might see a couple in the same, you know, place and attire, but this is the only way you're gonna get it with a nice face and not a crappy one that you see on my daily vlogs all the time. But anyway, Phoenix's 2.5-year update. I feel like I have so much to update. I was looking at his 2-year update and I was just like, oh my god, he has come such a long way. And I love that I did these updates because I can go back and look and know exactly where he was at, and just, I know how much he's improved, but hearing everything that he was doing at 2 and knowing everything he does now, it's like, wow, you know. So I'm so happy. I also went back, we gave Avery puffs the other day, and I went back to look at when did we give Phoenix puffs, and I looked at his 7-month update, and I just love it. So if you're thinking about doing updates on your kids, or you think that nobody's gonna watch them, or they're boring, or whatever it is, do it for yourself, because honestly, it's something awesome to look back on. I mean, writing things down, you can do the same thing, but you know, it's like a video journal. Anyway, here are my notes. They are kind of scatterbrained. I was writing them as I was listening to the other video. So, update. His big update, which his 2-year update didn't know, but if you've been watching my channel, you know that he was diagnosed with ASD, which is autism spectrum disorder. He has a mild case of ASD. If you watch my daily vlogs, you might know that. But it is very mild. Thankfully, we have been blessed that it's nothing too severe. But there are some traits there that are really hard to deal with. He is getting a lot of therapy. He has ABA therapy for 6 times a day, 6 times a week. And then he has speech, OT, and DI, which is kind of the part of the ABA that I said. So he is very jam-packed with therapy, which is good because he does awesome. He loves it. When they walk in through that door, he runs to sit down. He clears his table with each therapist. He knows what they're gonna do. He has a specific thing that he starts with, and I'm gonna be doing possibly a ASD update. She's joining us for this one, so I'm possibly gonna do a ASD update to tell you guys more about just his ASD. I want to also do periodic videos on what he's doing right now. I did one not too long ago, like Phoenix at 29 months. So I want to do one now, like Phoenix at 30 months, and just focus on like one thing that he's doing or something new that he's doing, just to kind of have that. The last one was him spelling words, so that's one of the updates. He can spell, I don't even know how many words. I mean, he can spell a ton of words, like from dolphin to umbrella to urchin, newt, words that he sees throughout his toys, words that he sees in television shows, leapfrog, you know, different words like that. He can just spell them. He'll get his letters and put them in order. And most of them, he can say the word. Most of them, not all of them. But now, something he wasn't doing before is now he actually attempts. Where before he would just even like say this and he would just stay quiet. Now he'll attempt to say it, or he'll say it correctly, or he'll say it all like it sounds nothing like it. But he mumbles something. And that's huge because he was pretty much nonverbal. At 2 years old, he had very few words. And now he has so many words, I can't even tell you how many words. It's like amazing. Like every day he'll say a new word, and it's all a matter of being like, say clock, and he'll say clock. And I never knew he said clock because I never told him to say clock, type of thing. So his vocabulary is literally expanding every day. And recently he's starting to say 2 words together, which for 2.5 years old, this is probably like, you're probably thinking, oh, my kid did this at a while, but he does have a speech delay that is just like rocketing, and we are so proud of him. He just from one day to the next, like, started saying 2 words together. I mean, he always said thank you. Well, he said thank you for a while, but he wouldn't say like other words. And one day I was like, cool dude, and he said cool dude. Now he says yes please, up please, down please, more milk, or stuff like that, which is just amazing. Like, if you tell him to say, you know how most kids, you can be like, you can say open, and you know, they'll say it. Well, he's at that point, and it's amazing. Like I don't have any other word for it, but it is amazing. We every day are just so proud of his accomplishments. He is so smart. He has a photographic learning where he just sees something once and he learned it. Like it's so good. He still has his little quirks and things where he, you know, he's obsessed with letters and numbers, and he loves seeing them, and you know, he wants us to repeat it most of the time, which, if you know therapy, it's a therapy thing. When, you know, they tell us to repeat, like if we want him to say open, it's like open, like you have to keep repeating it so that they can say. He kind of grew accustomed to that, and now he expects that. Like he'll say A and want you to say A. If you don't say A, he will be pretty upset, but he does recover quickly, and that is another godsend. He recovers from things pretty quickly, transitions pretty quickly. He does have his little meltdowns and his little fits. Like I think, to me personally, it's like any 2-year-old or 7-month-old that's just cranky, but he does recover really fast. So that is great, because that always helps, especially when we have her. He knows most of his animal sounds, and he's starting to say them now more and more. He can count to, I don't even know. I know definitely till 20. Another quirk of his is he likes to count going down the stairs. So he you know, he counts down the stairs and stuff like that, and he'll get a little upset if you don't count, but we try to work through it. Like if he says 1, I'll say 2, and then he'll say 3, and I'll say 4, and he kind of works with it. So his little ASD things that he does, but they're all workable. He transitions well, and that's really a really good thing, because his meltdowns are not that long. Maybe that wasn't a good idea to give you that. He's following directions so good. Like you can tell him, you know, go throw this in the garbage, and he'll do it. You can tell him, go get that, and he'll get it. Get the ball, throw the ball, give sister this, go get your shoes. So, you know, we're working on new directions all the time, but they're getting so easy where we can just tell him to do something and he understands enough to do it. Now, he loves his sister. He is obsessed with her. He's always going like this to her. He's kissing her. He loves her since like the beginning. Yes, he has his moments where he's a little rough with her, and I honestly think he's just playing kind of how he plays with his daddy, and he's just like, you know, doesn't really get it. So we have our moments where we have to tell him, you know, you can't do that, you have to be gentle, and he'll keep doing it, and he'll think it's funny, but he is definitely, you know, that's probably once a day he'll have like a moment where he's too rough with her and doesn't really get it, but she's starting to grab and like go at him, which he thinks is funny. So we have to work on that, because then he tries to do it back to her, and obviously, you know, it's not okay. So he loves milk. It's like another obsession of his. He can drink milk, just milk all day. He'd be really happy. He can eat a ton of different foods. So we're working on introducing that to him. It's kind of hard because we always kind of kept it safe and gave him a lot of soft stuff. So now he's kind of having a hard time with different textures, but we're working on it. It is, you know, a slow process, but I'm sure he'll get there. He does not have like a love for food or really an understanding for food like this one does. So it's working on it. We are not potty training. We're not very close to potty training. He is not ready. I don't think he's ready. He doesn't really understand the concept behind it. He will be going to school in September when he ages out of early intervention, and they will be able to help with that. So we're going to start, you know, trying to do it, and then thankfully they can help us with that, because it is also hard to do with having her as well. So and him not really fully understanding, because he is verbal, but it's not like, you know, sentences or full understanding of certain things. He also knows his colors. He's known that for a while. He sleeps pretty much through the night. We put him down around 9 o'clock, 9-ish, depending on the day, and he'll sleep till about 7, 8 in the morning. Pretty well. Like, just put him in his crib and he rolls around, plays with the little toy for a little bit, and then he goes to sleep. So that's been great. He knows all his numbers and letters. I said that. He's in a size 3T, possibly. It's like a 3T, 4T. No, not 3T, 4T. 2T, 3T. Like 2T still fits him. Getting a little snug, but some 3Ts are big. Like, I have to fold them. So it's like a mix between it's a mix between a 2T and a 3T. He still fits into all his 2T things, but not like where I'm going to go buy the 2T because he's going to grow out of it very soon. So I put on the 3T, but I have to fold them. His weight, I don't know, but when we last went to the doctor, he was 32 pounds, I think, which I think he was 31 6 months ago, I think. So he hasn't really gained much. He's pretty tall for his age from what people tell us. He still takes one nap for the most part on most days. Doesn't give me a problem. He'll be in there for mostly for 2 to 3 hours at a time sometimes. So he's doing great with napping. He still has that one nap. But if he skips it for any reason, he's not that cranky actually. He's pretty functional. So he also knows most of his body parts, and he can also say most of them, which is also great. So he is doing awesome. I'm gonna go because she's not too happy. All right, I just came on here real quick to end it because she is happy when I'm standing. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you don't know, we do daily vlogs on our daily vlog channel. I'll leave the link down below so that you can go check us out there and see Phoenix progressing every single day. It's amazing. I'm so happy I decided to do daily vlogs now because I can literally see his progression so good. And she loves when my hair is loose because she just goes crazy. Hey. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye. Say bye. Mwah. Mwah.